Howdy there, welcome back to the channel. My name's Evan, or EJ, you can call me both. So, as of like 2 days ago, a bunch of news came out regarding a whole bunch of like cancellations in the DC universe and kind of regarding the fate of the DCEU going forward, and I figure I should hop on here and talk about it before it becomes super old news. So, yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is the first thing that was confirmed to be like fully confirmed to be canceled. This is not a rumor. Wonder Woman 3 is not moving forward anymore at DC. And that's kind of upsetting to me because I really liked the first Wonder Woman, but I also thought Wonder Woman 1984 was a hot mess, so not that much of a loss. And it looks like maybe going forward into the next, like the new DCEU, Gal Gadot probably won't be playing Wonder Woman, which is kind of sad because she's a good pick for the role, but I've never been like, wow, we could never do any better than her in that role. So, you know, it's a bit sad, but I'm not gonna be super worried about that one. So yeah. Okay, this next one is one that I'm actually kind of sad to see go because it might have been pretty cool. Apparently, and this is just rumored, I'm pretty sure, I don't think this was like 100% confirmed, but you know, just in case it was possibly true. Apparently they were making a Michael Keaton Batman movie, and it was going to be a Batman Beyond movie, and it was also going to have Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman in it. That would have been cool to see, because I've been wanting a Batman Beyond movie for a while now, and I really wish one would actually get off the ground and get made, but it looks like it's not happening as of right now. Yeah, I'm kind of sad to see this one go, because I really liked Michael Keaton's Batman. Like, Batman 1989 is one of my favorite superhero movies. I really love that movie. But, yeah, I'm sad to see that one go, to be honest. Now, this next one, I'm also pretty sure is not, like, 100% confirmed. It's just a rumor as of right now, I think. But, it looks like Black Adam 2 is not going to be moving forward, probably. It looks unlikely that it's going to get made. Which, yeah, that kind of makes sense, because the movie didn't really do so well financially. I'm not even sure if it broke even. It might have. I haven't really been keeping up with it super closely. But, yeah, I would have liked to see a Black Adam 2, because while the first one's not, like, a great movie, it's a movie I see has, like, a lot of potential to be greater in a sequel. Like, the building blocks are there, but they just didn't quite stick the landing. But they could have improved in a sequel, but it looks like that's not going to be happening. Which, yeah, that's really unfortunate, because there were a lot of things in that movie that I actually really liked, like Hawkman. I liked Dr. Fate, even though I doubt he would have been in the sequel. No spoilers. Even though it's been like 2 months since that movie came out. Yeah, I'm a little bit sad to see that one go, but I kind of get why they didn't go forward with a sequel on that one. Now, from some of the rumors I've seen, and again, most of these are not 100% confirmed. I think the only one that really is, like, fully confirmed is the Wonder Woman 3 cancellation. So, there's that. Take most of this with a grain of salt. But, some of the rumors I've seen are saying that Henry Cavill is not going to return as Superman anymore. And that's probably the thing that has me the most upset, because we just got him back like 2 months ago.
How the fuck would you show me something if I couldn't have it?
We were all so happy that he finally returned. He was gonna be Superman again. He even himself started teasing like a hopeful, optimistic Superman in the future. And now we're here. And it doesn't look like not only him, but most people aren't moving forward in the DC universe. So, yeah, that one's unfortunate. If they do fully, like, reboot the DCEU, I hope they can keep him. But they might not, because it would probably cause some confusion with more casual moviegoers who don't, like, fully follow, you know, everything that goes on behind the scenes of these movies. So I would get it, but I would be really sad to see him go again, because he's such a good Superman. I love Man of Steel. Like, I think that's a great movie. But yeah, it's looking unlikely that he'll return again. Now this next one actually has me a bit surprised, but it's also looking like Jason Momoa is not returning after Aquaman 2, which really takes me by surprise because most people love his version of Aquaman. It's not my favorite thing personally, but that's besides the point. Yeah, it's not looking like he's coming back after Aquaman 2, which is a little weird because that's like, didn't the first Aquaman make like $1 billion? Or am I imagining that? I'll have to look that up after I do this. But yeah, that kind of sucks because it seems like he's actually really passionate about playing the character and really enjoys being in the role, but I guess they just don't have a place for him going forward. Once again, if they do reboot the DCEU, I hope they cast him as Lobo instead of Aquaman if they're not going to use him as Aquaman anymore. Because when you look at the two of them side by side, there's just not a better actor for that role. Like, in terms of, like, even the way he acts, his personality is great for Lobo. So they should probably get on that. Also, he loves the character. He's like a huge nerd for Lobo. So James Gunn, you should like get on that if you haven't already. Now this next one I don't find all that surprising, but I'm still going to talk about it nonetheless. It doesn't look like Ben Affleck is coming back, but then again, it also didn't really look like he was coming back before all this drama started happening. Like, I know he was supposed to be in The Flash and then have like a brief appearance in Aquaman 2, but I think that was about it for their plans for Ben Affleck as far as the public knows. I'm sad about that one because I think Ben Affleck is amazing casting as Batman. I think he's great, but I kind of get why they wouldn't move forward with him because I doubt he even wants to be honest, because just the pure amount of drama that has happened between him and the studio, like while he's been there, is insane. I wouldn't really blame him for not wanting to come back. So yeah, it doesn't look like Ben Affleck's going to be Batman moving forward either. But now I'm going to talk a little bit about the more like Elseworld stories, the movies that are still DC but don't take place within the DCEU. I'm going to start with the Batman 2. It looks like it's safe. I didn't really ever think that this movie was in danger because it's been like one of DC's only wins as of recently, but also like it's Batman. It's a guaranteed moneymaker. I doubt they're going to cancel the Batman 2. So yeah, it looks like that whole universe is safe, that franchise there, which I'm really glad about because the Batman is... I love that movie. It's my favorite movie of the year. It looks like everything to do with Matt Reeves' universe is going to stay intact. So that's a positive coming out of this. And now for the other really popular DC Elseworld franchise, Joker 2. Joker 2 is also more than likely safe. I highly doubt they're going to cancel that one because didn't the first one become like the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time? I might have mixed that up with something else, but I'm pretty sure it did, so there's no way they're canceling Joker 2. So that one's safe too. I'm glad about that. I really liked the first Joker, but I was kind of the camp that it didn't need a sequel. I felt like it was kind of its own standalone thing, and that would have worked like that. But I'm going to reserve my judgment until Joker 2 actually comes out. But yeah, that whole little universe there is safe too. So, after all this news broke, James Gunn made a few tweets kind of addressing it, and pretty much most of what he said was some of the news is true, some of it's not true, some of it we haven't even decided if it's true or not. Which isn't super helpful, but you know, he did more than I would expect most like executives to say in this situation. So I appreciate that. But yeah, that doesn't really help a whole lot because I feel like we kind of all already figured that. But whatever. He also says everything that they're doing is purely in service of the story, which I think is the best thing. Like, that's exactly how everything should have been being done before. But yeah, that makes me a bit happy to hear, although there are still certain things I'm very sad to see go. But, you know, sometimes they have to make sacrifices. Now I'm just going to talk about, like, my personal wants for the DCEU. there's really only 3 things that I hope they keep from the previous, DCEU moving forward, and that's Henry Cavill as Superman, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and John Cena's Peacemaker, funny enough. But even if they don't, I'll be sad to see all of them go, because I think they're like great in their roles. They're just a great thing for the universe. Everything must be in service of the story, and if that means getting rid of some of the old actors, to avoid confusion and things like that, I understand that. I won't be too, judgy about it, or butthurt. So, yeah, there's that. Also, I feel like I should mention that the DCEU isn't just halted right now. They're still releasing their current slate of movies that they have announced and ready to go. The Flash is still coming out. By some miracle, that movie is still coming out, even with everything that's happened with it. Blue Beetle is still coming out. I'm actually really excited for that one because, I really like Blue Beetle, and there's some behind-the-scenes pictures that leaked a while back, and the suit looks chef's kiss. It's amazing. But also, Aquaman 2 is still coming out. Is there one that I'm forgetting? I feel like there's a 4th one that I'm forgetting, but I can't. If so, I'll put it on screen right now. So yeah, all those movies are still being released in theaters, hopefully. So yeah, I'm excited to still go see those and see if they turn out good. But those pretty much are serving as the end of this current era of the DCEU, which I'm a bit sad to see it go, but I also have kind of been of the camp for a while that they probably should just full-on reboot the DCEU, because past a certain point, there's only so much baggage you can have before you just can't ignore it anymore, and this universe comes with a lot of baggage now. So yeah, rebooting is probably the best way to go about things. So yeah, I just hope for good movies in the future, and I hope James Gunn and Peter Safran know what they're doing. That's about it for today's video. That's all I've got. If you like the video, leave a like, comment, feel free to subscribe, and turn on post notifications if you don't want to miss my next upload. And that's about all I've got for you today. See ya.